What is going on, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Cup Series here for the Dash for Cash season at Bristol. Now, I feel like I say this like every single time we go to any track, but I am super excited to be commentating this one specifically. After all, it is Bristol, baby. You have the half mile, the last great Coliseum, one of the fastest short tracks on the calendar going for 250 laps, and we're expected to have around 15 people tonight while doing it. There is almost never a dull moment, and there's almost never a moment just where you can actually just like take a breath. If you are racing on a wheel or even a controller, you are seriously putting in a lot of effort because the corners, it is so tight on entry and then so loose on exit, but there is a bunch of different lines. I personally prefer the middle line, but that's just me though. So yeah, these guys are going to be in for a wild one here tonight. Joining me up here is actually Xander, RS Meatwagon. You may know him from time to time. He has won this race last year. This is our second time around. Xander, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. Xander, obviously, as I just said, you just won here last season. It was 250 laps there as well for season zero. What happened? What exactly are the big points that you need to look out for if you are racing?
I would say there's two things. I would say tire wear is a huge one at Bristol. Making sure that you race hard but also manage your tires is very key. And I think the second thing is pit road. I think that pit road at Bristol is the hardest to get on. As I did speed last year, but I did get a little lucky with a caution. So if you can manage those two, I think that you'll be top five, even race winning car.
Well, and that is the big thing. But also, I think, as you said right there, the pit road is going to be astronomically hard to get onto. There is a small difference as compared to what we had last season. And I'll be talking about that in the pre-race notes. With the increased field size that we've had in comparison to season zero, so this will be a thing for lights as well. You'll have to really make aware, so like right around on the bottom, really make aware that your competition knows that you're coming to pit lane. Of course, people can decide to just like absolutely blast in the pit lane and potentially blow a tire, but who wants to run that risk? With blowing a tire, that's essentially losing half your time around the track. We're running like 15-second lap times. If I recall correctly, the track race record it was actually set by you, Xander. It was a 15.516. That's one of the new stats that we have going for us this season is looking at race records. So that is half a lap lost just by fixing that. Plus, if you make a mistake, whether or not you speed, or that is essentially you're just losing a lap right there. So there's a lot of pixel perfect things that these guys have to do and have to look out for going into this race. And I think you said it the best way possible is just tire wear. So who are your ones to watch, Xander? I know you already told me this, but let's get it out there for the stream.
All right, I think that the ones to watch is I'm gonna say three guys. I'm gonna say Bass Buck, obviously my teammate Brandon. He's very very fast here. Always has been very good here. Next, I'm gonna say UK. UK is super fast here, and somehow he manages his tire wear. He's got a very interesting line that I find very unique, and it's very hard to replicate. And finally, I'll give it a little bit of a dark horse pick. I'm gonna say Brandon B. Right. He's always super fast here. Puts a lot of time and effort into Bristol, and you'll definitely see him up there.
Well, of course, you are leaving out yourself. Of course, you have in the track facts right now. You have swept the category, most poles, fastest qualifying lap, as well as the most recent winner. So definitely, I'm gonna say that you're my pick here. But of course, we have a few other, as you said, drivers that are up there as well. That, given the right set of circumstances, can actually go out there and just straight up win. Of course, UK last season was actually the faster of you two, but I think Xander, I think if you want to back me up on this, you had a better shorter run. He had a better
Oh yeah,
longer run.
he
So,
just he just the way he ran the track it was perfect for his tire wear. He just is a magician when it comes to that. I just had a lot better shorter run.
all right. Well, it is time now. So it is 9 o'clock. So you guys are going to hear my pre-race notes as we get the lobby started. So, yeah, let's just get this party going on right now. Howdy, guys. This is Private Patton talking. I am assuming that everyone in Discord right now is either partying up with others, so I would assume that like T-Bird Racing and all that would be in with Shackett. So anyway, the pre-race notes as I get the lobby set up right now. The biggest thing with this is has to be getting on pit road. 100% make sure that your competition knows you are pitting. 100% because that will bring out the quickest yellow I've ever seen. Of course, with us doing manuals, while we are on that topic, we have a 3 incident counter. So whether a major incident off contact, much like what we did at Atlanta and Talladega, off contact, like just getting loose and spinning by yourself, then that doesn't count. But anything off contact will be added to the incident counter. And 3, race to the yellow, and you will be pitting that time. It's a Bristol, it's a short track. It shouldn't take long for everyone to get grouped up. But of course, we have a qualifying order already set in place. If you are unaware of that, please check out the Cup qualifying sheet. Of course, usual stuff. If the person is not racing that is in front of you, the line moves up, not the position. So if you're in the odd positions, you're staying in the bottom lane. If you're in the even positions, you're staying on the top side. The line is just moving up, though. Am I forgetting anything? So yeah, just make sure 100% that your competition knows that you're pitting this time. If you do find yourself making a green flag stop, if I did the math, it should be a two-stopper of a race. Should we go green? But yeah, Xander will be our pole sitter for tonight. So if he will be the only one with choice for the restart, and yes, we are going at the line for the initial start and um, restart zone for everything else. So, any questions for tonight? I'm assuming that's a no.
I'm gonna say that's a no as well.
Yeah, I like to be thorough, but sometimes there are,
It happens.
yeah. Um, so the Reader's Digest version is essentially you are starting the race, the usual race procedures, manual cautions. Make sure your competition knows that you are pitting, so make sure that everyone knows behind you. Invites are sent out. Who did not get one? Who's talking? Keith? Oh, well, appear online, UK. There he is. All right. Anyone else missing an invite? We're missing Keith. We're missing. Oh wait. Oh, hang on. Hold up. We're missing. Yep, we're missing Keith. Could have swore I sent him an invite, but we'll see that anyway. But yeah, like I said, we're doing manuals, like I said tonight. Three incident counts is a caution, race to the line, pitting that lap. Or sorry, go around again, pit that next time, I should say, because by the time we slow on down, you'll be at the marker anyway. We will not have enough people for multiple pit roads, so that sucks for me because that was my goal. But maybe in lights. Anyway, so anyone else need an invite, or are we all good to go? And any questions for the notes? Speak now, forever hold your peace. All right, I'm assuming that. All right, so with that, at 9:09, we are going to start. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be talking to the stream. So yeah, 9:09. Anywho, so now what I'm seeing is a big. Now, Xander, I don't know about your opinion on this. I'm anticipating some drivers to play the join or like leave and join back in order to get the
The first.
like the first pit stall. I know Jagger already did that. He technically had that as well, but the thing is, I normally kind of scoff at that, but with Bristol, it's different.
Yeah, there's
Bristol,
short pit roads.
yeah, it's very short, very short, and especially if we do hit numbers akin to getting close to where we would use the backstretch, then we are potentially that could mean you're pitting on the front stretch or backstretch. But we're not going to be worrying about that tonight. But I'm just saying I can see the strategy that is being pulled right here. So it looks like we're going to have 14 drivers. That's a healthy number, honestly. That was like right around what I was expecting. Of course, Bass is going to be making his first appearance here in the D4C season. Of course, he will be joining us in the Cup Series next season. In fact, actually, this is going to be the Cup field apart from Hunty as well as Keith and Jagger, I guess. Yeah. So I guess out of the 14 starters, 11 of them will actually be in the Cup field. There have been a couple drivers that are not with us tonight. That is because of just personal plans. I mean, it is a Saturday night, and of course, this is only a major thing. Like Joe, and for to use him as the example, is working on a senior project. Piper's having family over. Not over. He's spending time with family, and Cade is actually hosting a bachelor's party. So those three are usually the ones that we see here, but they'll be back next week, and that is going to be Charlotte. So I'm looking forward to that race as well. Bristol and Charlotte is like the best back-to-back combo, if you ask me. Um, but yeah, with that being said, though, I think we have a lot to anticipate with this race. A lot of fast drivers, a lot of interesting strategies that can come out from this. Of course, going through the qualifying order, it is now 9:09. Please send me invites. I've only received one. Please and thank you. But yeah, timer's going. Have fun.
Whew, that's fast.
All right. So, what's it called? We have in the terms of the qualifying order, we actually have a surprise front row at. Well, not front row, I guess second row. Xander, of course, as I previously said, will be going in P1. Brandon will be starting. He is feeling under the weather, so I'm not anticipating him actually finishing the race. But should that be the thing, and actually, no matter what, he's going to be starting. So he will be in P2. Worst Cod actually qualified P3 with a stellar lap. Hunty P4, BS P5. BD will inherit P6 over Cade. T-Bird P7. Then we have to skip down to MH for P8, UK P9, Justin Shack at P10. Baseball Kid will not be joining us. So Keith P11, Jagger P12, and then anyone that did not join or participate in a lap, that will be the rest of the field. I like how I said, please send me invites, and no one sent me an invite. So I only have 2 invites to go off of, so hopefully I don't lag out. Um, Big oof there if that if that would have not worked out. But that is why I always say, please spam me with invites. Can never have too many invites here. Um, so yeah, just a reminder: if you guys do need to go more than one lap around, then feel free. So yeah, that is going to be the big thing we're going to be seeing here is everyone just getting into the qualifying order. With 14 drivers on docket tonight, we're only going to be 7 cars deep, so it's going to be a lot of fun here. So Xander, you are up on pole, and I'm assuming you're going to be taking the top.
Yep.
I would assume so.
Yep.
Now, that is a interesting scenario right there, because some people like to kind of ricochet off the bottom and try to go on up in front of the top side. Go around again. And go and kind of go in on the top side. And from that, you actually, by just taking the top side, you're anticipating that the 17 will not get that initial run to kind of beat you going into that initial lap. But I don't know, if I was driving, I would actually prefer the bottom side. That's just me. But the top side's still just as good. So with that, we have a lot of potential for. I'm actually going to be looking with onboard from Xander here, going to the line. People will be seeing just how wide this can get, and we are green here for the Bristol night race. And there we go. That's what I like to see. Ooh, the 17 was there off the rear quarter panel, but we are nice and tight. Going into 3 and 4, there was a little bit of contact in the background right there. We are 3 wide with Bassbuck being the top right there. Now going into turns 1 and 2, the 19 of Nathan. Oh my goodness me!
That was fast.
Yep, and that was actually from Nathan. Agent Orange actually got a big loose moment coming off of 2, so looks like everyone will get their setups in right now, so that will be a big thing. I like how the 98 of BS always has the same black car. He can run any scheme he wants, but he chooses the sponsorless 98 black scheme, so interesting call from there. But Worst Cod still holding P3, so it's very good from him. Hunty P4, BD P5, T-Bird P6. So yeah, that early caution there kind of doesn't really do much in terms of long run strategy, but in terms of the short run, it could mean a lot because of that right there. Some may choose the pits, some won't. So it's almost like I can predict this thing right here. But yeah, we are back to green right here. So the 9 of Worst Cow will get his, I'm pretty sure, his 3rd race lap led, if I do recall correctly. But that will be a big choke point to the bottom right here, as that 22 will be the one to watch. So right now, that entire bottom side is going to be kind of choked on up a little bit. Everyone's going to be trying to feeding to the top right now. So as people are just looking for the top, the 47, a big loose moment, and actually gets into the rear quarter panel. The 61 to 61 now being up the hill, and that is just not what you want to see in the back of this. The 61 gets put into the wall a little bit by the 41. It is. You do not want to be in the back of the pack, is what I'm trying to say. But the 22 and the 17 have kind of broke away from the rest. Leading right there. I don't know what happened with the 19 though, but he looks like he got maybe a little bit loose, but he is in the back of this field. But the 9 of Worst God is now starting to fall a little bit. He has that high side going right there, so that is technically the preferred line, but everyone below him is trying to get around him, and he will now drop down to P8. But though I'm seeing some quick movement from that 18 though, starting from the rear of the field, not putting in a lap. coming from all the way in from P9 and looking to take P4. The 51 of T-Bird looking nice and smooth though, but that 18 is looking a little bit better. Able to just gas it up in the center of the corner, and right there will be P4 for UK. He just kind of overdrives turn 1, and that is now the preferred lane for him. Oh, but they're 3 wide. The 00 of Hunty gets booted down the inside, but he holds it. Oh my goodness, that could have been huge. Oh, but my goodness me, I'm seeing some 3 wide moments. The 00 was in the middle of 3 wide. The 51's coming on back at the 18 right now. So now the 00 and the 18 are side by side. The 18 gets the better of the run. Going into turn 1 and 2, the 51 goes in and will try to take the spot back, and no, the 18 will get back into P4 right there. Meanwhile, I totally missed it, but the 17 took over the lead, and despite being a person who's so sick, he's driving like a bat out of hell right now. Remember, 6 feet apart. Oh my god, is that a wonder what caused that caution. I'm actually not seeing anyone spinning right now. Oh, the 00. So whatever happened with the 00 brought out that caution right there, but that is a little bit unfortunate now from the 00. He will have to come from the back of the pack. The 18 though in P4, so he'll have the preferred lane. I can only assume that everyone's going to be coming down pit lane this time. Xander, how many laps? Not worse, COD.
Let's see how many laps are left.
Not. The first time I can understand. The second time is okay. Now something's up. Now the 9's going to have
We got 2:30 to go.
2:30 to go, so we are only on lap 21 right now. But yeah, that 9's going to be, everyone's going to be looking to the top side right now, trying to get around the 9. Ooh, but the 51 kind of bumps in right there. That is, ooh, the 1. Oh, my goodness me, that could have been bad right there. But everyone holds on to it. Excellent job from these guys. Let's go into the thick of it back here. The 19 is looking at a hornet's nest. The 18 gets put down pit lane. Oh my goodness me, it's a melee back there. No caution for that. The 18 got put down pit lane, and that is unfortunate from the 18. Take no tires, no fuel, just get back out right there. Oh no. Looks like the 9 of... Okay, so what happened there? Looks like coming off of 4, the 9 of Worstcott bounced off of the wall, and the 18 was just down below, and that means the 18 is now... That's 2 laps down. Oh, no. Now the 18 of Mopow Cat was looking so good, and the initial start is now going to be out of this race. For all intents and purposes. Oh, no. Anywho, but the race goes on. Whatever happened to the 9, he's towards the back of the pack right now. The 41 holding his own against the 47 of Bassbuck. Of course, Bassbuck, let's actually go on board with him. Bassbuck making his return to the Cup Series. Has not been with us since Season 0 ended. But of course, this is the for fun season. I'm not expecting everyone to race every single race. But Bassbuck will be joining us again for Season 1 here. And looking currently in P8, looking for P7 over the 41. The 48 actually holding his own on the 34. So looking to put a move right there. Ooh, the 51 and the 1 make a little bit of contact, and is a melee back here. The 48 goes around, and that will be a caution right there. Yep. Not sure. Okay, so looks like someone got loose off of 2. and bounced the 48. The 48 came back up on track and knocked the 98 down pit lane. So because of that, he essentially gets free service because of that. Whether or not he gets out of pit lane at that in the amount of time given is going to be up to him. But yeah, so from that, yeah, the 98 just gets a free pit stop out of it. So misfortune originally becomes his blessing. So now the 98 will get a free stop and a lap led right there. And from that, the 18 gets one of his laps back. And I think he went 3 down at, oh my goodness me, it is just absolute carnage in the back. I don't know who is not letting off into turn 1 right there, but that's what's causing the major incidents right there. But ooh, and the 47 goes around. Caution incident 1. Alright, so, what I'm seeing, ooh, the 19 plows the wall right there. So there was someone that tagged the wall. Everything's happening so quickly I can barely see it. The 48 actually gets knocked down the wrong pit lane.
Yellow. This is carnage.
Oi, oi, oi. Anyway, so the 19 will take the lead right there. The 17 will be taking P2. The 1, the 51 behind that. Looks like I don't know. I've been noticing that in leagues past and races past, we get the cautions in the beginning and then we just get them out of the way. So hopefully that's the case now because that was 4 cautions within the span of 50 laps right there. The 98 looks like got knocked around. He will be down on the apron. Put it 3 wide into turn 2. No! Oh my goodness me. That is not what you want to see in that back of the pack. The 34 was 3 wide for a hot second. The 48 goes for a ride down in P2. And now it goes to the rear of the field. 98 being in P13 right now. And everyone is now working to get back in their own rhythm. The 9 claps the wall, and actually the 61 gets into his rear. Oh my goodness me. It is melee in the back right there. Was that 3 wide in the middle of turns 1 and 2? Yes, that was, and the 41 gets... Hang on. The 41 gets to the high side of the 22 a little bit. Oh, come on, guys. Oi, oi, oi. Anyway.
Another one. some interesting stuff happening. There's another one. Are you muted, Patton?
Yeah, I'm dealing with something.
Okay.
All right, so we are back. So after everything's all said and done here, yeah, I don't take kindly to people wrecking others on purpose. So that is exactly what I saw from the 48. So that is what that's what I was dealing with, and after that, suddenly the caution stopped. So look at that. But yeah, we're back into it now. So Xander, let's from your POV right now, I know you're busy, but
Yeah.
what is it? What's it like comparison to in traffic to being out front?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, once you get back in traffic like that, you just got to work your way around certain cars and try and make sure that you save your tire while doing that. It's a thin line. So now up front, you can kind of conserve. You can kind of just run your own little pace here and try and see what you can do.
Yeah, and actually, that's what I'm seeing from a lot of these guys. The 34 in the back, especially, is running that conservative line. The 41 getting below underneath them. But right there, that was a matter of just overstepping. I know you have there's that little bit of there's like that crease that like the left side tires are on right there. If you overstep that line, you actually get really super tight or super loose depending on your initial setup. So because of that, we have a lot of people getting super loose getting off of 2. And from that, you have like people really kind of chasing the car up the hill or either down the hill, I guess, in some circles. So from that, though, with everything kind of starting to spread on out, though, what lap are we on, Xander, whenever you get a chance?
We're currently on lap 70, so we have about 180 to go.
180 to go. So this is now going to turn into a one-stopper of a race. So very ooh, the 9 and the 18. I think the 9 is just trying to stay out of the way right now, but the 18 was getting into the wall, and actually that's not hurting. That's actually hurting the 18's cause right now, because despite him being really really good with the with just Bristol in general, he is multiple laps down right now, and right behind him though is the 1 of Xander. So from that you have the battle for P2 right now, which is the 17 and the 00. But the right behind that is the battle for 4th. That is the 51 of T-Bird, the 19, the 22, and the 47, all in a line. In fact, actually, looks like the 47 will actually try to get the 22, but it's not quite there. Same thing with the 19 on the 51. But other than that, it's pretty clean and green for those up front. A little bit of lag from the 19 right there, actually. The 61 also has lost the main pack, but the 1 is actually closing in on the 18 of UK to put him another lap down. Meanwhile, the rest of the field, after that, the 41 is actually trying to. Looks like the 41 actually clapped the inside right there, got wicked loose, and that will be a spin by himself. So no caution incident for that, because it just seems like he got way too loose. Sounds like the 00 is having some trouble behind the 17, but now we should start seeing who's tires or whose setup is actually built up for the late run. And that is going to be the big question of the race. Looks like the 9 has dropped on out from the race. So starting with 14, now with 12 right now. So that is where we are at. Yeah, that 00 is having a lot of fun right there. I'm hearing noises from Discord with that. So that is going to be a pass that he wants to make quick. 51 though, holding it really steady. And actually, as you can see, that after everything was all said and done, yeah, the cautions appear to have stopped right now. So that is actually really good news. And I'm sure that the 1 is loving it. What do you say, Xander?
Oh, I love this. This is awesome.
I can imagine. How big? Oh, hang on.
The gap is about 4.5 seconds.
4.5. We're hearing some potential lag from the 17. We're going to be checking that out. Saw a little bit of a lag spike, but nothing too crazy from what I can see. Oh, there he is. Can confirm the 17 is lagging a little bit, so whoever's in a party with Brandon, just let him know that. Up, 22 lagged out. So BD, the points leader. Big implications there. Oh my goodness, that's not what you want. So BD is came into the points lead, 10 points over. Actually, the one of Xander. Now, currently, with Xander just leading and just pulling away by a massive amount, that unfortunately would just be just handing the championship lead to the 22. All right, so I'm board with the 18 right now. He's trying to outrun that one that is really starting to make himself a little bit bigger. Oh, all right, so going to through the field right now, we have the one of Xander currently leading. Going after that is the 17 of Brandon P2, Hunty in the 00 P3, 51 of T-Bird P4, the 47 in P5. The 47 actually gave the 51 a little bit of a. Oh my goodness me, that was a late block right there. The 51 and the 47 have been battling for P4 and P5, respectfully. The 19 back there in P6, that is Nathan also coming back to the Cup Series. He will be joining us for Season 1 in the next game. But that 19 right there is going to be in the major... he's trying to make up some ground right now on that pack, but I think he's a little bit too loose for his own good. But in comparison to the rest of the field, though, after that we have the 98 of BS, the 34 of MH, the 41 of Justin Shackett, and then the 18 here the 61 of Keith, and then the 18 here, who I can only assume, I know you can't really tell based on where you're at, but I'm assuming UK is still 2 down. Xander, you can only probably assume there.
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I'd assume 2.
It looks like the 17, that battle for P2 is still heating up. The 00 is still trying to get past the 00, or sorry, the 00 is trying to get past the 17. Caution, incident 1. Looks like the 51 wrecked off contact right there, so that puts the 51 back into it. Back into the thick of potentially going a lap down. Other than that, we have a yeah, the 98 as well. Looks like making up some ground on the 19 right there. So, and a 00 does make the pass. So that is exactly what the 17 did not want to see. But so now the 00 of Hunty is essentially unleashed right now. The 61 of Keith gets on out of the way. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad right there. Looks like the 34 also kind of got loose. Ooh, and the 34, I think, disappeared. And the 17 gets put down pit lane. Caution, incident 2. So, yeah, looks like a little bit of mix-up on pit lane right there. The 34... Yeah, it's been counted as incident number 2. So from that, it looks like the 34 has left the race. So that is another one down. So that means there's only 10 drivers left right now. So no matter what, you get a top 10 out of this. So excellent. So that's an excellent job if you're in the back of the pack for points. Not so much if you're in rear of the, or in the front of the pack, like the 22. The 22 now. I mean, probably. I mean, it's not probably. He will be giving up the point lead after tonight, so that is not good news from him, though. Um, Other than that, though, the 18 is making some great time right now. He's actually pulling away from the 1, so I'm not sure if there's like a tire difference or what, but yeah, the 8. Oh,
There's a caution. T-Bird wrecked in front of the 41, and I ended up making Shaka go airborne.
oh, and that's contact between teammates right there. So that's not.
Obviously not intentional. Looked like T-Bird just got a little loose.
Yeah. All right, so the 1 of Xander gets back out into the lead. Looks like UK is back up in it, so he is back on the lead lap. It looks like so. It is now all to play for. 10 drivers left, and how many laps left, Xander?
We are currently on lap 111 of 250, so we got about 140, and there's another caution.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, so back into it. So with 4 down and 10 remaining, 10 drivers remaining, of course, we are about halfway through the race. That's what you said, correct, Xander?
We're actually almost at half. We're about 125.
Gotcha. So we are on that lap. Okay. All right. So that means no matter what, everyone's got to stop one more time. and that window will actually open at around, like, I would assume, like, lap 90. Whenever we get a caution at that point, that is where people will start pitting. That is the big thing that we're dealing with right now. Well, actually, there's a lot of things that we're dealing with. So most of it will be dealt with after the race. But the after that, we'll be just looking at the pit window. Right now, that's the least of my worries right now. So from that, the 19 on the outside here. Ooh, gets put into, that is,
Patton's definitely not a happy camper after this one.
that's an understatement. So, yeah, we have a lot of, I'll say, emotions going through right now. A lot of it is anger. A lot of it is um, a lot of retribution. I'll say that. But yeah, you have a lot of angry drivers out on track right now. I will say that, and not a happy Patton as well up here in the booth. So that is what is going on right now. So with that, we will have a half a field has left. So another one bites the dust. Nathan has left, meaning 5 total has DNF'd out of this race. From that, you have, the 18 claps the wall right there coming off the 2. So 9 remaining. That is the big thing that to take away from all of this. Anyway, so 17 absolutely collapsed the wall right there, coming out of 4. The 00 and the 18 are actually side by side for P2. The 51 in there for P4, 47 and 41 will be done for. Oh no, Nathan, I understand. I'm at my limit as well, but I've already spoken my piece on that. So, yeah, like I said, we have a lot of people that are mad right now today, and I'm definitely one of them. So yeah. Anyway, with that being said, the one of we'll be talking about it after the race preview. A lot of people are getting warnings, and there's a couple people that are going to get suspension. So from that, the one of Xander, still leads, but the 18 back into P2. The 18 is looking to gain some ground and get this race won. Wants redemption from last season. The 47 looks to the bottom of the 51 right here. The ooh, a little bit of contact going to turn 1. That is just people getting loose. BD, I'm sorry, nothing against you. I'm not feeling it right now. The 51 is, yeah, bounce off the wall into the 47. 47 gets back. People are pushing and banging right now. And the 17's in the back watching in the catbird seat. So, from that, oh, you're not mad, but I'm mad. So, sorry, I should be talking about myself then. Anywho, but yeah, so with 5 drivers out of this race, there is 9 drivers remaining, and that 18 is actually closing in on the 1. There is actually one more stop that is absolutely needed. No one can make it the rest of the way. At least no one can make it the rest of the way without like major saving, and even then, you may still run out of laps because you're turning over so many laps and clicking off so fast a lap times that it may not even matter. Anyway, so with that being said, the 00 is actually watching a wonderful battle from for the lead right now. The one of Xander is now actually under fire, probably the most under fire he's been all race, apart from when he took the lead initially. So now, ooh, getting big moment off 4 right there. The 18 is looking to get P2. So with that being said, the battle for P2 is on. I think Hunty is actually in save mode right now in terms of tires. Xander, I know you're busy, but what lap is it? How many laps to go?
We have 95 to go, so we're on lap 156.
And what is your fuel marker at?
I currently have 60 laps. I plan to go all 60 laps and then obviously pit, so probably the same for UK.
Yeah, I would assume more than likely. And it looks like the case of short run versus long run is coming back. UK is a bit better on those worn tires right now. And that the 17 and the 41 are still battling, and that is... These two. Caution incident 1. Alright, so yeah. For some reason my left headphone's not working. Give me 1 second on that. Alright, there we go. The 47 is actually closing in on the 00 right now. The and so he's making up some great time for the podium. Um, the 41 though is definitely trying to make up some ground. Yeah, the Xfinity race. To be honest, probably what I should have watched. But yeah, the 51 and the 41, P2 and P3, or sorry, P4 and P5 after the double zero is, like I said, now under fire from the 47. So yeah. I apologize, folks. If it sounds like I had the energy absolutely sapped out of me, it's because it has. So, yeah, going and looking through the rest of the race, we have um, one more stop that yet to go. The 18 is absolutely. I think he's actually just kind of riding right behind Xander right now. He's not really pushing, um, not really trying to pass per se. I think he's just perfectly okay with just riding right there, keeping the one on his toes. Meanwhile, as we have a pass for P4, Justin Shackett gets that. Other than that, though, the battle for P3 is actually an interesting one. The double zero, I feel like, is actually trying to save as much tires as possible. Ooh, nope, never mind. He got loose right there. So that will be a big moment because now Bass is in P1, not P3. I apologize about that. So yeah, like I said, we have a big change of events right now for between the rest of the field. That puts actually BS14 cars in well within spitting distance of the top five actually. So definitely what the double zero wants to do is trying to minimize those mistakes right now because Justin Shackett has P5 and currently with as loose as the double zero's been right now, he is looking to pounce right now. 18 is still just right behind Xander. And like I said, those two are just pulling away right now. They are really, really the class of the field. I would have to say right now. They're kind of running almost the same line, going into 3 and 4. UK runs like almost a lane up in turns 1 and 2. Has a better exit because of it. Doesn't quite get it as loose as Xander, but you can actually see that they almost have identical lines in 3 and 4. So it's very interesting to see what these guys are doing as they actually just match right there. If this was real physics, you'd be taking the air off his car, and that would actually be making the 18 tight right now. But as they just swap lines, essentially, the 18 keeps going up and up and up. Now actually running the clear top and then kind of cuts on down to the middle. That's the lane I like to run, but he gets loose off the 4. And because of that, and the 17 is now going to come on down to get that pit stop. We are now in the green flag stop territory. Well, technically, we can make it all the way, Xander, with, I'm assuming if I did my math correct, it's like 70 to go, something like that?
70 exactly. So good guess on that one.
I, I like I said, I basically know, generally speaking, the strategies around here. So what Brandon's doing is essentially splitting this run in half. Um, while there are some people that are going to be taking it as long as possible to try to underfuel the car a little bit, Brandon, the 17, is deciding to split it in half, and now he is already down and away. So he is back up on track right now. Actually, let's see where he came out at. Yep, he's already on the front stretch. But he will be absolutely flying right now. Bass, though, still in P3, is now, ever since getting the pass done on the 00, is now now trying to just save some tire a little bit, and he's kind of in a world of his own. Really, no one's in front of him, no one's behind him. The 51 also pulls the trigger and comes on down pit road right there. And now you're at the mercy of just how long do you bear to come on down pit lane without blowing a tire or losing too much time. That is going to be the question here. And as well, you don't want a pit road speeding penalty, so there goes the 51. The 98 looks like just came out as well, so he was also another one that pulled the trigger. Justin Shackett actually spun in the middle of 3 and 4, so he is a bit of one of those that missed pit road, and he's now down the pits. 17 gets out of the way of the leaders, very sportsmanlike of him. But it looks like he must have spun, maybe loosened up a little bit too much. But yeah, the 1 and the 18 still are, I think at this point, the only ones out on track with on those old tires. 61 just came off pit road and will be on fresh tires. Xander, I know that wasn't an intentional wall bang right
Yeah,
there,
I
but
messed that one up.
yeah, kind of goes without
61
saying.
scared me a little bit.
I understand. The 18, though, is still, like I said, on the back of these heels, but the 51 on new tires will be actually looking to close the gap a little bit. Not sure what the 17 is doing. Okay. Well, I know what I need to do now with him. Okay. Yep, we're done here. Xander, let me guess. You two are the only ones on the lead lap.
Batsbuck is also, and I think two people, someone got the free pass, and then Hunty took away run, but he's still one lap down. I think T-Bird was the one that had the free pass. And no, it was BS. So BS, Bass, Mopawa, and myself are all on the lead lap.
Anyway. And BS is another one to leave the race. There is only 7 cars out on track. Absolutely lovely. Fuck, guys. I apologize, guys. This race has been really taxing on me. Yeah. So with that, the top 3 are Xander, UK, Bass, P3, Hunty's P4, Shaq is P5. Xander, you said only top 3 on the lead lap, right?
Yep, top 3 on the lead lap. Hunty is 4th, a lap down, and T-Bird is actually 5th. He's 2 laps down.
Gotcha. So with that, yeah, we have, how many laps left in this thing so we can get out of here?
About 35.
That's
35 of the line right here.
35 too much. Yeah. Guys, I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Nothing you did. You didn't do anything.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Hang on. Okay, so, yeah, the 18 is still riding on the one right now. I think he is just trying to go on and just wait for the long run car to kind of kick on in. Meanwhile, the rest of the pack of Bass is just kind of is entire straight behind. Yeah, sorry guys. I just want to apologize for everyone watching right now for what this race has. It means a lot that you guys kind of came on out and were watching. it's great to have you guys show support. Sorry, I'm on. Actually, I'm. Yeah. And I would also like to thank everyone racing, even though it may not have been the best racing. It still means a lot that we have as many guys show support for the league as they do. It's always heartwarming. T-Bird's around. Not sure if that was off contact or not. Not really hearing anything. The 98 unfortunately has lagged on out, so that is another one to hit the dust. Xander, can you let us know when it's time to go? I know you're busy.
I will, for sure.
Thank you. So yeah, meanwhile, the battle for P3 is actually starting to. There he is. Actually starting to simmer down a little bit. Bass is a country mile in front of Justin Shaggett, but it doesn't even matter because he's a lap down in comparison. T-Bird is 2 laps down right now because of his spin right there. I'm also going to apologize for everyone watching right now. There will not be podium interviews. I will see who clicks the fastest lap time. Who knows? It could be a new track record. But yeah, have to just watch that. That was always a big thing that I always wanted to keep track of. It's always like, even though we don't give like points out for fastest lap, it's always something cool to just kind of have. It's like, oh yeah, I had the fastest lap. You know, it's just a little bit of bragging rights right there. But yeah. For what it's worth, the racing between these two have been absolutely fantastic. Excellent job from each other right here. Meanwhile, the 00 Punty is in P4. Justin Shackett P5 puts T-Bird P6 and Keith P7. Those are the remaining 7 cars out of this race. Half are down, half to go. Actually, with yeah, the 18 is all over the one, giving plenty of room. Shocker. The 18 is definitely looking to capitalize on this long run. He's been consistently so good on long runs. The one gives up the top a little bit right there, and the 18 will. Ooh, but the one really sends it on into turn 1 and retakes that top side. So that's one of those things that you don't really think about that you can do. If you give up the top side, you just kind of have to like full send it in the next set of turns.
10 to go.
10 to go. It all comes down to this. 61, I'm assuming, has been getting out of the way. Thank you, Keith, right there. The 1 and the 18 have been absolutely all over each other. 18 gassing it up a little bit, has to let on off. Oh, claps the wall right there, but definitely not out of it yet. That gives the 1 a little bit of breathing space. 9 to go. The 18 had this race won, it looked like, last season, but the 1 snubbed at the line, and now the 18 is looking for a little bit of redemption, coming to 7 to go this time. Yep, right there, 7 to go, but the 18 has kind of closed up that gap. Not as close as what he was, but definitely, like I said, definitely not out of it. 1 has been a little loose coming off of 2. That seems to have been his 1 weakness corner. The 4 and the 18, or sorry, turn 4, the 18 seems to hold it steady with the 1, but that was a big move going into turn 2 right there. Coming to 5 to go this time. 5 to go this time. I actually don't know what camera shot to go over, so I think we're just going to go with this. Going into turns 1 and 2, the 18 has a little bit of the advantage, but it looks like going into turn 4 has to be pretty much even with... oh, but the 18 gets loose, and that is going to seal the deal right there. Oh, no, that's not how you want the race to end. And the 18 knows it, too. He gassed it on up. He's mad with himself. Understandably so. But, you know, he put it all on the edge right there. You can't fault him for that. So, yeah, that was a very unfortunate from that from that right there. But 2 to go, Xander?
Yep.
All right, 2 to go. Yeah, the 1 essentially just needs to hold it steady right now, and he will take victory. Xander has basically led almost every single lap. In fact, I think he probably has led a cumulative all but like 30 laps. Absolutely dominant in this race, and coming to the white flag. That was...
This is the white flag.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, sorry, I misspoke. White flag, deed is done, and the 1 has taken back-to-back victories here. Yeah, if I could have full results, that'd be perfect.
I got you.
But yeah, penalties will be handed down, 100% certain there. That was absolutely a dominant win from Xander right there. But yeah, the rest of the field, though, I'm sure, including myself, is glad that this race is done. So yeah.
Well, Patton, before you decide to leave and assess penalties and everything, I just want to say thanks for having me up here. It's a pleasure, obviously, and it's a pleasure to race in this league. I know that tonight might not have been the greatest of nights, but I enjoy racing with every single person that's in here, and hopefully we can clean it up. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, sir.
No, thank you. Xander in UK running the same exact lap time, and Jagger, that is exactly why I kicked you. Good talk. Yeah. Have a good one, guys.